Hello, hi everybody. Hi. Welcome in. Hi. It's so nice to see everybody. Happy Friday. Oh my god, dude, it's already Friday is the crazy part, right? So, welcome in. Hi. As I was saying on the title, first off, let me say hi to everybody. Hello. Hi, Panda. Hello. Hi, Ella. Hello. Hi, Melly. Hi, Slime. Hello. Hello, Coraline. Hi, Sen. Welcome in. Hi, Ethel. Good time zone. Hi. Hi, Faye. Bay. Reina, hi. Senna, hello. Hello, Panda. It's this big event. We'll get into it. Hi, Lyronics. How you doing today? Also, Cat. 340 stream streak is crazy. Insane to me, but I love that. Oh my god, I love that so much. Thank you. Slime, thank you. How are you doing today? Hi, Slime Bats. Good taste in music. I like the music I have. It's really nice and chill. Yeah, go look in fan art. I saw, and I was also going to talk about that because I saw that right as I was going live, and you, I swear, distracted me from being as timely as I wanted to be because of how adorable and sweet these are. I'll have to show you guys the fan art in a second. But hi, hello. How is everybody doing today? Hi, Renan. Hello. Hi, Naughty. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Yeah, for those that haven't seen yet, is that Sin in the Discord has actually drawn a bunch of chibis of me, and I had no idea that you did this. You just posted it off rip. It's so cute. It's so cute. How's it hanging, Hooty? Hi, how are you doing today, Ocelot? It's been good. I was a little behind on some things, but I have been doing a lot of errands and questing. So it's not, not the worst, but I'm making sure that I'm not behind on some other things before Sunday. Yeah. Dog and cat are supposed to be Cinna and Cat. I was pretty certain. It's very pretty. Yeah. Oh no. Jeez. You tore a tendon. Oh my goodness. Do rest as much as you can. My goodness. That is... Rest. That's all I can really say about that, but, make sure you're taking care of yourself. I'm sorry you're dealing with that, though. I've never torn... I've pulled muscles and pulled, like, major muscles, but it's, like, nothing to that degree. Adorable. I do have an OC, yeah. I don't know if either either Cinna or like, Cat has posted their OC in the Discord recently. But yeah, they do have like little avatars that represent themselves. I know that. It's true if you really want to know what we were talking about before I show it, is that I have a Discord for our community, and it's very sweet that a lot of the time, whenever fan art is posted, it's first there, if any. So, very sweet. I'll draw her properly in the next match. Oh, you're too sweet to me. You spoil me, I swear. Oh my god. The chill stream is gonna get me some writing done, hopefully. I hope so too. Yeah, goodness, just rest as much as you need. Hello. I misclicked on Twitch and got jump scared. Well, hello, hi. How are you doing today, Moo? Moon, welcome in. Hi. We just started like less than 10 minutes ago, so you didn't miss anything. I'm gonna see Supergirl. Ooh, I hope you had a good time. I don't know if I can choose just one Supergirl. I think I don't know. I think they're all special. God, sorry. I put on a slight voice there just to be more stupid about that. Oh my god. Let's take some make some ill covens. Ooh, little coven. Yeah. Just a big old pile of them. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if I can choose any Supergirl. Oh my god, it's so stupid, but I don't mind if I make myself laugh. It's good. But welcome in today, guys. Before we start any big event, or talk about the big event that's going to be happening, let me show you guys the really wonderful art that that Sin has done today, or just posted today. It like I'm not gonna be like able to recreate it, but when I first saw this, it made me like make a noise. Because I love it so much. It's so cute. Hello, hi. How are you doing today, Golden? Welcome in. Also, hi, Pixel Drinks. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome. Glad you like it. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Hold on. So that I can show you guys, let me show you all of these little chibis that Sin did. Again, it's so cute. Just the whole batch here. Look at these. Oh my god. I love them so much. I cannot stress how so cute these are. I love that. And the fact that you also wanted to include you wanted to include Kat and Senna as well. That's so cute. They are adorable. I just want to like full screen these, right? Like let me just, you know, zoom in and like look at all these up close. Because we have again Senna and Kat on the corner there. These are adorable. Are you right? I can't get over this. It's so sweet. I love them. We have just me casting spell. I can't get over how actually cute. I'm just covering the whole screen. I don't care. These are adorable. I need to see. You need to see everything here. Look at these. Oh my god. Oh my god. Me hugging one of the hooligans. Oh my god. Me doing a workout and you got like the color scheme of my workout gear. That's so sweet. I love that. Oh, it just makes me so happy to see that. Oh my god. Me looking at a crystal ball with some cards. Dude, I be pondering my orb sometimes. How did you know? Oh my god. And then we have me sleeping. I love the nightcap. That's so cute. Oh my god. I can't stress how much I see every little detail and like how much time and dedication this must have taken. I'm like trying not to tear up. It means a lot to me. Oh, I'm not gonna cry. I'm not. Oh my god, I love these. Oh my god. We have me playing games and then Hootlin. Holy oh my god. I'm, wow. Damn. Crazy. And then me on microphone doing some singing. That's so sweet. Oh my god. And not to mention the little chibi Hooty. The little bird down there. That's so good. I'm not gonna lie, it's just, it makes me so happy to see all of these. I cannot stress enough how much I love this. I love this. Oh my god. I can't. I can't. I'm just gonna like scream at that later and just be like, I love this so much. Oh my god. Thank you again, Sin. I wish I could do more than just say thank you because it deserves that. Oh my god. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's so sweet of you. I think it's one of those things where I don't always see I don't always see where my stuff inspires people, and fan art and art like that really just, it makes me so happy to know that you wanted to draw that because of the streams that I do here. So it just makes me so happy. I'm repeating myself because of how ecstatic I am. Oh my god. So I appreciate that. I do. It means a whole lot. Maybe more than you'll ever know. So thank you. Thank you so much. Again, if you wanted to see the full resolution on yourself, right? Because this is not just like, you know, one piece of it. It's like quality too. So if you wanted to see that, you know, check out the Discord. It's in the fan art section of our Discord. Absolutely love that so much. Making chocolate strawberries. Ooh, I love a good chocolate dipped strawberry. Oh my god. I do love those too. Really enjoying my time with you, Hoot. Oh, I always cherish my time with you. It's always such a treat. Also, hello, Sushi. How are you today? Sashi. Welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Friday. For me, it's Friday. I say that every time, but it's true, is that there's just different time zones. I can't account for everything. I like to say happy Friday or whatever day it is when I'm streaming, because kind of the only time I remind myself. Oh man. Little drawing. It's a whole ass sheet. That's what I'm saying. It's just one little drawing. You are crazy. There's a heat wave. Oh my gosh. I am also dealing with a heat wave. I think for me it is like maybe just a couple degrees short of 100 Fahrenheit. So it's nearly just triple digits, and it's going to get hotter. So hopefully that doesn't affect anything. You know, I've been hydrating, and I realized it truly is that I'm starting to get like dehydrated more than I normally would if I'm drinking the same amount of water. So I have to drink a lot more. It's 104. Oh my God. That's crazy. How much is that in Celsius? It's nearly 40 Celsius for me. I'm pretty sure. 40 Celsius. Yeah, that's 40 in for sushi. For me, it's about, let me see. It's about like 36 Celsius for me. For your friend, it's 45? What are you talking about? Oh my God. That's actually insane. You cannot, oh no. It's gotten to that point for me before, but that's a rarity. Jeez. Stay safe. Absolutely. Heat stroke is no joke. I knew a friend of mine when I was younger. She was originally from like Alaska, and she came to visit in the summertime. It was not great. It was not great because of the fact that they were not used to the heat. And so it's like, I don't think they had one, but they were on the brink of suffering from a heat stroke whilst we were walking. And it was only because, you know, we were out for a tiny bit. So, yeah, you hate water. You have to have it. In one way or another. I think after a certain point, it has been like such a nice time whenever I've had like just a refreshing glass of water. If you're not somebody that's like, I guess, used to the habit of drinking water, that's, you know, you gotta get used to that. It's good for you. It's how you have like clearer skin and like better hair. A lot of things, really. Healthier, just in general. Don't hate water, but for some reason it's hard for you to drink it. Really? I could imagine like if you were somehow needing a little bit of some flavoring that would help. Not like a full-fledged Kool-Aid, but you know, something where it's a flavored spritz of something, you know, or a lemon water. I could see that being a little easier to palate if you're not, you know, you don't enjoy it as much. Really? Mix it with something like lemon. Yeah, lemon, cucumber. There's a few things that really help. And I think a lot of the time it's mostly just the flavor to start. Maybe. I've heard sometimes it's also like, how do I explain? It's almost more of a habit thing. Like your body craves water, but then you feed it soda pop or something. And you know, if you keep that cycle, it starts to basically not crave the same thing for the same response. So maybe if you were to help yourself like in some other ways like that, maybe it could help if that's the case for you. I have to have my water ice cold. Yeah, I like a water nice and cool, but I do realize it's not always the best for my throat whenever I'm streaming because it's like a shock to my system. It might be refreshing, but it starts to like make my throat tense, and it's not good for talking for long hours. So I have like, think my water's generally about room temperature, unfortunately, but it's like if I do anything more than that, or like colder than that, it's not the best. Yeah, preferring juice to water. That makes sense to me though. Where it's like, if you get into a habit like that, it's not even really your fault, but it's the type of thing where you have to listen to your body a lot more, you know? I think that's something that I think a lot of people, myself included, struggle with, where it's the proper response to how your body is feeling. Like if you're not paying attention and you have like ADHD like I do, it starts to be something where I don't think I always listen to the signals that my body tells me, right? And I need a little bit of some internal, just like thinking about this a little more on the occasion. It's like, oh, I'm actually thirsty. Yes, that's true. So I'm like, but I've been a lot better at just having my habit of drinking water just as much as I can, for sure. Mm-hmm. Don't talk a lot so I can have ice water all I want. That makes sense. Yeah. It's not a bad thing to have ice water, but yeah, if I'm talking a lot, it's a shock to the vocal cords, apparently. I've been just looking into how singing coaches and stuff talk about things like that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I gotta be sure to not stress about certain things and then like not shock my body with, you know, try not to like make it so that my throat cinches up when I'm supposed to be nice and relaxed. Mm-hmm. You really do have peak? Yeah. Oh my god. I've been listening to a lot of this and it's just like it makes me feel so happy whenever I've seen people actually recognize certain songs. It just makes me so happy to see that too. Mm-hmm. Oh no. A water goal in the donathon. Oh no. I mean, maybe. How's about this? How's about we talk about that, right? Because, you know, I don't want it to be something we just slack on and don't talk about today. If you don't know, I posted on Twitter the goals for the donathon. And if you aren't on Twitter, that's understandable. I'm going to be showing those also here. As a wonderfully well-crafted time, I also posted on TikTok and YouTube for, you know, a short talking about that stuff. So, would you like to see all that we have to see? Don't believe I've seen that in the Discord. I'll make an announcement as well. I will make an announcement so that anybody that's not here that is in the Discord would be able to see and keep that shown. But hold on as I bring up the image. He neglects the Discord. I try not to. I've been a lot better recently, but not always. I totally understand if stuff like Twitter art is not your thing, because in hindsight, I've realized how little I'm on Twitter nowadays. It is very much a lot better of a time without that in my life. Not as much, at least. So, what I would have quote unquote normally tweeted, I'm trying to remember to post that in the Discord, at least in announcements, or like, I thought about this at a different time too, is that having something where I just have a channel for Hooty yaps about something, but I don't know if that's like a fully desired thing. Oh man. But let me show you. If you didn't see, this is the picture, the big graphic for the Donathon. There is a whole series of rewards on here. And I think you'll enjoy just about everything that I have. Yeah. Look at Hooty. Yeah. Let me like go full screen even. Nothing here besides the graphic for you guys. There you go. I love the way that art looks as well, right? It's so very pretty. There are so many great things on here. Last stretch goal note. It's true. We can go down the list if you really, really wanted, so that we have more a comprehensive like look at this, right? Hold on, as I get through this, right? Here we go. Starting off pretty simple, right? Is we have chat chooses a tweet. They write a tweet for me, something either silly or stupid. That's why it's so small of a reward. That's literally $10, brother. You could do that right now. But you don't have to. But that's how much I'm like, I don't really, Twitter's like silly. It's fine. I don't really stay on there. Make them think that I'm insane, basically. And, you know, I think that works. We have chat chooses a profile pic for Discord and Twitter. So, you know, we'll have to have like a series of ideas. I might tweet about something, or it would be something that maybe I have a little channel for that in the Discord so that you could submit it. I think that would be pretty good. Yeah. We have playing a game with chat. I have a few in mind. Ones that are like free to play, as well as others that would be depending, you know, depending on that. We'll see. Also, there is very much no pressure for anybody to donate. That is true. That's the tweet. That's very funny. I would love that, actually. There's a movie watch along. It would be something I would do live, and I would have like a timestamp. So it would be a good time, I think. Then we have a tarot card reading. If you didn't know, I'm actually pretty into tarot. I've never done a personal reading, and I didn't have cards. And I say that in a past tense because now I do have cards. I have a tarot deck that I'm very excited to show you because it has 70 it's the major and minor arcana, so the full deck, and it is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It is that will be the first in a little bit that I would do for a hand cam. So it would be something that I have these physical cards, and I would show you the my hands. I don't have the new nail polish just yet, so I'll be wearing gloves. And, you know, making sure that it looks nice. Congrats on the deck. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's like, when you see it, I don't know how to tell you. It is so pretty. It is so pretty. Can I at least describe it? It's a black, solid black matte cards with everything that's like what would have been a classic tarot deck, right? But everything, there's no color besides etching that is the line art of the classic art in gold. And so it's shiny. It's solid matte with gold etching, and it's so pretty. I was like, this is something that even if I'm not showing it, I just need this for me. And I love it. Should give you those gloves that have a shadow hand. I do still have those gloves from last time. That's the one that I still have for sure. I love those, but there's also I've seen at some point that people have had gloves that look like bird talons. It's so pretty whenever I've seen those. Oh my god. I don't know if that is a doable thing, but maybe at some point I could commission somebody to do those so that I fully realize the look. Let me show you one that I saw on Twitter. I have this saved because, you know, of course I do. I like the way that hands and stuff like that look. I'm not gonna lie, I just think it's pretty good. Yeah. Then we have, after that though, is that chat commissions a safer work art piece. I'll have to find some good options or get a, you know, a Discord little channel going so that you guys submit your options. It will have to be reasonable with it, but, you know. You know, if you guys really wanted it, could be somebody in the community. I wouldn't mind. Yeah. Blue, black press-ons with the black gloves. You know, maybe. Then next would be phone wallpaper. Anything that's art that isn't said to be commissioned, right? Might be best to go through an official site, especially because of payment info. That's true. Yeah. That is true. We also have, I was about to say though, is that any art that is like the phone wallpaper and stuff like that listed would be stuff that I'm personally drawing or something that I already plan to give as a way to show, you know, you guys very much are appreciated and I want to do what I can to give back if that is it as a goal. Some members have VGen or similar. That's true. Yeah. We have another good one is a karaoke stream that is at 600. Very fun. I have a list of those of like songs that I'd want to do, and And I think that legitimately there's enough to fill a full stream's worth of, you know, karaoke. Karaoke, we gotta, yeah, a lot of good there. And then at 700 is I'll stream with the mods. We'll play like, I think we'll be able to find something to play together. Maybe something like imagining like Lethal Company or Peak or something. You know, we'll have to see. Yeah. Sorry, related but unrelated. Let me show you something. Oh my god. Oh my god. I found the video that I saw. Ooh, Peak mentioned. Literal Peak mentioned. It's true. It's very, very true. Would you like to see, like, I've seen these. I'm not gonna lie, this is over the top, but there's a part of me that I think I need this. There's a part of me that needs this, and I don't know. Would you like to see a glove? This is not my hand. This is a different bird's avian hand that I think would be kind of cool if I had this myself, but I don't have any means to. Look at this. Oh my god. Holy. With the talons and the scales? It looks so good. And I think the only problem would be like maybe typing on a keyboard, but it seems really, really articulate. I love that. And so I'm like, maybe I'll have to commission this person if they do take commissions. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, that's awesome. I love that. Wonderfully cool stuff there. I love that. Hello, hi. How are you doing today, Wendy? Wendy Runner, happy Friday. Talking about a big event that's going to be happening on Sunday. Yeah. You get a cover for your keyboard that adds... Oh, I see. They're proper for people with long nails. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay, I'll have to look into that if that's the case. I don't often... I do like to maintain and not like... If I were to have longer nails, I think it would be unfortunately hard for me to maintain. So I have them pretty well kept. But your voice, hi, welcome in. I do appreciate that you enjoy my voice. It's very, very sweet of you. Little bubble stickers, that's true. Oh my god, I forgot. I've seen those at least. You know, yeah. I do think there's a lot to probably stop myself from having a problem with long nails, but I think the major problem I would have is more that I draw a lot, and it might start getting in the way. You know, my talons, if they're unkempt, a little too much. So I like to, at minimum, I would prefer to have them painted. So that's something. Helps with that sort of energy. If I, you know, could choose any length and they would just stay that way, it would just be the normal longer talons though. I'm not gonna lie. if I didn't have to, you know, worry about any sort of maintenance. Biggest flex is it's easier to clean long nails. That's valid, actually. Hmm. That is a valid perspective. Hmm. Whenever I know that there's been times that I've attempted to grow out my nails into the nice pointed ends, and I think that I get a little obsessive, like hand care, and oh my god, something about it. Like if I were to have like long, like pointed nails, not like you know, like almond shape or anything. I'm talking like actual talons. I would love that. I don't know what about it. I mean, you know, it's kind of just who I am. Live art for next donathon. I was actually contemplating, but I'm a little self-conscious about my nails at the moment. I'd have to start maintaining a little better, but I do think that's maybe. People call my nails long long nails weapons. I love that for you. Oh, I do love that. Even if it's like unwieldy, it just something about it, right? Is the longer nails have like that something there. I don't know. Maybe I just like hands. I don't know. Maybe that's part of it too. Oh yeah, I have like, I'm not gonna lie, I have like two clippers at my desk here just to be like, I'm obsessive on the occasion. I don't know, something about it. I do have my cuticle oil and stuff like that, but I've been terrible on the maintenance. That's all. That's all. I need to have like my moisturizer and my cuticle oils, and I'm a mess without. Ones with veins. I think my hand has at least one major vein visible per hand. That's kind of silly to think about there. Getting stilettos, but they're so easy to break. I've never walked in stilettos, but I've heard they're very difficult to like not mess up. All hands have veins. Well, okay. I know what they mean. No, you're right. You're right. You got it. You right. Oh no. Had people ask if my nails were real in the past. Really? Oh, I've seen some people have like those like long acrylics where it's that they have like maybe an inch or an inch and some change of length, and they are just crazy. So, hello, hi, Ayumi, welcome in. We've been just discussing nails right now, at least, but also the donathon that's going to start on Sunday. How are you today? Welcome in. Sorry, did I say subathon? I do mean donathon because it is for donation goals. Yeah, do appreciate you coming on in. Don't ever feel bad about quote unquote being late. Appreciate you in any capacity just for being here. Okay. Let me get the other bigger tiers here, because the last one was the mod stream. I talked about that. I'll have to talk with them about what we would want to play, but there is a few good games that I have in mind. Stuff like Repo or like Peak, or a few fun, like, you know, friend slap games could be fun. Yeah. Hello, hi, lurking. How are you today? Welcome in. Oh my goodness. Hello, how are you doing today? Cocaine snorter. Hi. Crazy. But I love that for you. Just, in moderation, I suppose. Goodness. The last on the first column, though, is a Hooty voice pack. I have ideas on like what those would be, like what I would say, what I would be. I've only heard a couple people's voice packs, and normally they're for like birthday goals and stuff like that. And it's kind of interesting to think about there. I have a few that I'm like, I know people probably would enjoy, and it's a lot easier for me consistently nowadays to like record things. So I know that it would be something I can do. Mm-hmm. How was your day? It's been actually really nice. Good night, obviously. You know, that is part of one that I thought of. That is true. That is true. Yeah. We at the $900 tier here. It's a bedtime story. What I would say is more that stuff. I had an idea of either reading a story on stream, or it would be something that would take a little bit more time, but it might be more production, as if I read a bedtime story for like an ASMR type video. So it would sort of depend on the majority, what they would be, what you would be after. But I think that if I were to, wager, there's a part of me that thinks that a more immersed fairy tale or story reading would be a little more enticing, I think. So I could have like good audio for background, like a fire crackling, or other ambiance, depending. Mm-hmm. I think that would be a good time. We then also have afterwards at the $1,000 dono is an ASMR stream, which is, it's not an often time. It's very seldom that I've done an ASMR stream. But if I were to, it would be something I'd try to do a little, I'd make sure that the stream before, or like people that wanted this would be very much aware when it's happening. Mm-hmm. Would you be able to do it with your current mic? I have in the past. It's not 3DO, but I know that if I were to, there's ways for me to fully do ASMR. And it's again more closer to ASMR RP or talking than anything, but I don't have a 3DO microphone. I would at some point think that's an interesting time that might be worthwhile, but I've never invested in one of those. Maybe at some point I could. Yeah. Also, hi, how are you doing today, Mars? Welcome in. We're talking about our big event on Sunday, starting the Donathon, marathon fundraising streams, starting Sunday. Will be happening all week, Sunday through Saturday. And it'll be a very, very fun time. during that, you know, all of these rewards are going. And if we reach 1500, for example, there is that I would do a second karaoke stream where, you know, it's already a rare occasion. I haven't done one in several months. And I've discussed how I've been wanting to do more. This is 100% more incentive that I would have to do at the minimum 2 by that point. Also, hello. Thank you for the 3 watch streak, Aries. How are you today? Welcome in. Yeah, I've also heard very much that the high quality ASMR mics are no small price point. So it would have to be something that I'd eventually think it'd be a good investment, but I'd have to make sure that I'm not just wasting my time with it, you know? And then we have at 2000 a drinking stream. I have a few ideas for things that would be during the drinking stream. It is one where I'd either have like a punishment and drink, or another idea I had was like a Q&A, or like truth or drink. And if I didn't want to tell the truth or just not say anything, I'd have to drink. So you could ask anything, and I'd have to either drink or be truthful. Yeah. That's another idea. I think that would be definitely crazy, but probably worth the getting to that point with the rewards. Sounds messy, do it. That's what I'm saying. It is messy, but could be very fun. a 2500 at 2500 is a rage game. Some examples I put were either Jump King or the Bennett Foddy Baby Steps game. And either one of those is something I've never wanted to play. I'm not gonna lie. I have copped out on a previous goal for this before, where I was like, let's play something like Hollow Knight. It did make me like rage, but it was like I'm more actually upset than I'm like, you know, play upset. You know what I mean? It's like I want to enjoy this. It's not a rage game. I know. It's a different rage game. Exactly. So this would be a full-fledged actual rage game. Oh no. After that, at 3000 would be a Ring Fit stream. I do have Ring Fit, and it would be something that may not be tracked perfectly, but it would be something that, you know, I could do and I could manage. I know that that game has been, it's so long since I've played that game, but I do have that game. So that is on the table. I have the ring and everything. So it was one that I was trying to do with cardio at some point, but I don't know if you know what this, like how hard this game can be. It's an actual workout if you are full trying. And then video with Mama Who. she said that she wouldn't be up for a stream, but she would be up for recording something with me that I would post later. Something that would be edited in post so that she doesn't slip up or anything. She's just nervous in front of audiences and crowds. And it's, you know, she's the type that, she's very, very sweet. Who's mama who? His mom. It would be just my actual mother. Yeah. Needs to be comfortable, that's for sure. Yes, it's true. Be something where she showing up would be something very sweet in a special occasion. And then at 5,000 is Hooty NSFW art. And well, I mean, I don't think I've ever drawn fully a non-safe for work art of myself, but it would exactly be that. Getting to the 5Ks, that is something that you guys would receive. To go eat. Aw, no worries. Take care, take care. Take care, Coraline. I appreciate you. Yeah, we have ads right now. Don't worry, though. Again, today is one of those that's going to be a shorter stream because I still have a decent bit to prepare. Mostly stuff involving the things that I don't normally want to worry about, but it's like making sure that food is all set. You'd pick the artist or do it yourself. I would be doing it myself. I would be drawing it myself. Yeah. Where it's that I can definitely make it something that, as a person who enjoys men, I know what looks good as well. I enjoy the finer things in life. Has to get the proportions right. What do you mean by that? Make sure those wings are properly sized. I see. You thought the same thing. Oh my god. Well, as long as you enjoy it, I suppose. Slightly below average? What are you talking about? I have a very, very nice wingspan. I'll let you know. I think that it's a very good wingspan. And the goal after the not safe for work art would be at 6,000, and that would be the cultured tag list, where I would look into what would be a good list and rank them on stream. So, you know. Welcome back from ads, by the way. Welcome back. I haven't ever really done this, and so it's something that I don't know if this would truly put me very vulnerably on the line there. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Hot boys tier list. It's like tags like for comics. You'll know when we get there. That's true. It's true. And then at 7,000, I would reveal the model, the art, and show you guys everything. It's very, very good already. And it's not that it's anywhere done, but I would show you if we hit that goal. And that's very exciting. Very, very exciting. I mean, from what this would have, 7,000 is no small thing. And it's something where I don't expect it to happen, but also I don't know if you could always really surprise me. I have no idea. I don't want you to ever feel like you're pressured to do anything, though, is the caveat to all of that. Is that I don't ever want you to overextend and, you know, put yourself in a bad spot. Okay? That's all. Do our best. You're very, very sweet. Now, anything past that would be very, very stretch goals, as I will show you. Because the first one is that it starts extending how long that I'm streaming. Because of the fact that this is initially going to be something it's a capped time period. I thought that if I wanted to make a really, really good one. Yuppie, Viper. Thank you, Viper, for the 2 months already. You're very sweet to me. Thank you so much. I hope you're having a nice Friday. Happy time zone. Times good afternoon, evening, and good night. You know? How are you doing? I'm good. I'm good. Today's been very, very nice. So, I love it. Love it. We're just getting to the end of talking about the stretch goals, or, you know, the goals on our donathon starting on Sunday. 1 a.m., but decided to pop in. Well, thank you for popping in. It's always very sweet. So hello. Hi, Ginger. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hi. At 8K. That is extending the time and giving you more time to donate if you really, really wanted. I don't, like I said, I don't expect anything. I just want to hang out next week. And whatever happens, happens, and it's very sweet. Whatever we get. I don't mind. 9K. Oh, thank you, Viper. You're very sweet to me. You spoil me. Oh. We have at 9K would be a R18 ASMR site. I wasn't sure if I should write one pun or the other, so I just wrote ASMR site. Because it would either be a Hooty fans or an Only Hoots or a Feathersley, right? Mm, one of those three, or the ASMR. So, pretty good stuff. I am familiar with what people are after with this stuff. And I would pursue the career. I would make it more than just a one-off occasion. I would make sure that it's very worth your while, but can I also get compensated for having to be the one edit those videos? Oh my God. By that point, I would imagine I'd account for that. Yes. You're very silly. Very silly. Streams help me wind down a lot. So popping in from time to time. Yeah. And head to bed. No worries. Appreciate you saying hi, Mars. Appreciate you. Get some rest, though. The next goal at 10K. 10,000. It's no small thing. I say that repeatedly, right? Again and again. It is not a small thing at all. So, if we were to do that, I would make specifically those audios that I've never done, I've never even attempted to do. But we reach this goal, it's on the table. It's on the table there. So, wow. You know what? That is a very sweet way to write that message, but also a very interesting way. Interesting. Huh. Brushing the parts of your brain. I think that's not a bad thing. Not sure how to feel about that. You go, King. To me, I'm not opposed to it. It's what people have possibly told me I do well at, and I've never attempted. So it would be something where I'd put my all into if we reached the goal. At 15K, $15,000 is no small thing. Again, I would run a D&D or tabletop in general campaign. Either one, I think if it's this much, I would try my best to start a series. Something of that sort. Something there where it's that I would make some major effort to get this going. And I think that would be great. Do that anyways, low key. There's a half a thought. The problem has always been is like, if it were to be me doing it versus me, participating in it, if that makes sense. It's one thing over the other is like majorly the difference, I guess. Like a homie, so it'd be weird to hear BFE. I think my thought if we were to reach that goal specifically, last top touch on that, is that to me, I don't think it's something that you need to really worry about. Because again, I am comfortable and I would want people to be comfortable. That's all. Yeah. If it's not for you, that is also totally understandable. So treat it how you want, and it's optional. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the last one, which we are certainly not getting to, is a last one being a face reveal, because this is not happening. By that point, I don't know what else to show you or do for you, because of the fact that I'm just like, this is something that, you know, you can reach all the way up to 19 and stop. That's fine by me too. Vixen, thank you for the 200 bits. I appreciate that. We've been just talking about our donathon. Crazy. Thank you. Not going to be mean anything about Hooty doing it. It's something special to you guys. It's something that he'll work on. It's true. It's true. You know your angles yet. What happens if we reach it? I would do as it says. I'm not a bad looking guy. I'm just not comfortable on camera. And hey, you know, people do what, you know. I wouldn't say I'm a bad looking guy at all. I'm just, like I said, for camera stuff, I'm like, it's never been for me. And that is part of why I am the way I am. Simple photo will do. No, I wouldn't do a stream. It would be something where I would do something like a photo. Get a nice little photo shoot or something. Imagine. Maybe. He's very handsome. There is a select few people that have actually met me in person. Cinna is one of them. But it's not often that I've seen almost anybody in person besides family. That nice portrait done, yeah. Get a good haircut from like a professional. Get my nails done. Wear the best outfit I can. And that's the whole thing is like not gonna be able to last a whole stream. Oh man. I'll get that myself. One of your old suits. That is a good one, actually. I could probably fit into something like that. You're right. Yeah. Some great goals. It's true. I appreciate that. I think I've thought of all of these myself. Some inspired from others that have done these before, but all of them are my own personal. Like, I put them and not anybody else on this list. And here is the last little bit of information here for those that are thinking about participating in donation. It is that I have looked into how all of this is possible. Thank you for that. Oh my god. You're very, very sweet to me. Thank you. Choo. Oh my god. Starting a hype train? Oh my god. Thank you. I'm aiming for that VIP badge. Yeah. So it's that the top 5 will go from 5 to all the way to first place. Is that in the top 5 total? Viper! Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Viper, for the 100 bits. It's very, very appreciated. Thank you. Thank you so much, okay? Appreciate that. Very, very sweet of you, anybody, to donate and support. So, thank you so much. It means tremendously to me. It does. Top 5 though, right? VIP status on Twitch as well as Discord. So that's why it's just general VIP status. And then we have top 3 would be something where I do custom ASMR for you. There you go. Oh my goodness, Vixen. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you. You're very, very sweet.
May we all miraculously win the lottery or come across generous amounts of money, Hooty bless.
Raining bits. Goodness. Ah, the Vixen as well. Oh my god. This is fun. Hell yeah, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you. It is raining bits in here. It's true. Oh my god.
More bits.
I can't get a word in. You're very, very sweet of you. Oh no. Thank you. I swear. Yeah, like Cinna says, is that the event isn't starting today. But any support is appreciated. Thank you. Get that emote. That's true. You do get a head pat emote if you do donate bits. That is true. You're not wrong. That is at least something. Don't you want the model reveal? Maybe. I was gonna say though, with top 3, it is, oh my god, Viper. Gifting a sub as well. Oh my god. It truly is. I cannot get a word in, but it's very sweet of you. Thank you. We're gonna have some safe for work ASMR to the top 3, or safe for work audio recording for the top 3.
We can do both.
We can do both. You know, as long as you're spending within your means, okay? Okay. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Crazy though. Thank you so much. Holy, again, Vixen. Now you're in the lead for all those bits. Appreciate that. And your first message today was even just some bits. So you're very sweet and generous out of the blue for that one. Thank you. Hello, hi Twitch. How are you? Oh no. Before my tech support nightmare comes true. Oh no. Yeah, get some sleep if you're heading to bed though, Twitch. Appreciate you. You're welcome. Absolutely. Me doing this donathon is something where I want to do this because just asking for donations feels not worth enough, So I will be doing everything in my power to make sure that you guys get a lot in return. So it's very, very sweet of you. Again, thank you. Oh no. We have a very special thing for the top 3. Thank you, Slime. Thank you for subscribing. Now you get to actually have all of my emotes. Welcome in. You didn't know. I think you should know by this point. That all besides some of those emotes, oh my god, are my own art. So thank you, guys. Slime with the 5 back to back after subscribing. Guys, you're crazy. You're crazy for that. Thank you. You're so sweet. I thank you so much for that. You got gifted sub, you know, say thank you to Slime. Appreciate that. I hope you're having a really wonderful Friday. We'll never make it to the face reveal at this rate. Oh no. Oh no. Well, you know. But here's a huge major thing. The top 3 also get all the previous rewards, right? So you get VIP and the ASMR and an importantly special thing. I figured out how to do this. A handwritten letter from me. I will send in the mail physically. But if you don't want something physical, I can send you an image. Either way, whatever you're more comfortable with. So that you can have stuff sent. Letters, this is for me. Hell yeah. So I have asked friends what is a safe way to do so. They told me it is plausible and how to do it. So I will be doing that. For the top 3 gifters is a handwritten thank you letter. I'd have to get a nice pen, but I can absolutely do that. Also, Viper, thank you for hanging as much as you could, okay? Take care if you're heading to bed, though. Appreciate that. This stream about, if you don't mind me asking, I'm new. Welcome in. Sorry, this is more a big information stream to my regulars. Normally, I either play games or yap with my community. But all next week is going to be a back-to-back marathon streams to fundraise. So it'll be a very fun time. Today is going to be, so that I don't burn myself out, is going to be a bit of a shorter stream so that I don't lose myself. But I will be back on Sunday when I am away, and I will not be stopping, you know, until next Saturday. So I have things to prepare so that I don't, you know, lose my mind. But this is for the person, the individual that gets the top gifted slot. It is that you get an illustration from me. I will make certain that it's not a commission, it's nothing like that. I will make something as physically good as I can. as much as my skill allows it. And I will be able to, for those that don't know, is that I nearly was a professional artist when it comes to a lot of things. My arcane arts are very, very potent. And so I don't always do commission. And it has been a very long time since I've done commission work. But it would be something where I would do a full illustration of anything of your choice. Last time I did that was a character design. So I managed to make something as good as I could there, and I really enjoyed how that resulted. So whatever you're after, I can absolutely do, as long as it's considered safe for work. The choo-choo has been done. And then for the top gifter, you also get everything of the previous tiers. So I am excited for all of that. Again, on the 5th, we're going to be starting at 3 p.m. PST. It'll be a lot of fun, guys. A lot of fun with all of you. And I cannot thank you enough for making this a plausible thing. And are we ending? Today, I'll give it another good half hour at minimum. If I'm feeling still really good on time, I might go for another. But today is basically just going to be yapping about things besides that. Yeah. At the last day of the donathon, it would be, last day for the donathon, if it goes before the extended goal, would be at midnight. Saturday at midnight. So I would take midnight till 1 to wrap up, basically. Yeah. Very, very good. Hello, hi, F. It'll be great. I have work that day. Oh no. Hours for stream will stay the same. Yes. It will be basically every day I will be attempting to make sure there is something happening all until midnight every single day. Or as long as I can stream each day during the week. Yeah. After, if it is if we hit the stretch goal of extend the time, I would be doing it tied to donation amount. Yes. Midnight PST. Yes, it is. It would be midnight PST. So it would be 3 in the morning EST, or even further in other time zones. So very, very interesting. Yeah, I have plans. I have talked with people about how things should be going. And so, yeah. Does the donations only go through the tip link? It will be that. That will be the case. Yes. As long as you sleep. I will be sleeping. I will be. Absolutely. I am pretty good at knowing my limits. And the last time I've done something like this, it was streaming 3 until midnight for the week. By the end of the week, I was pretty haggard, but I was also very stressed in a way. But yeah, no subs or bits will count. Yes, that is the idea. unfortunately, it is hard to guarantee. It's the more money for you donating translates to the same amount for me receiving donation, if that makes sense. This is why it's a fundraiser instead of like a subathon, right? Excuse me, sorry. Voice crack. Ah. But yeah, at some point afterwards, I know that it would be better to do a subathon or something of that sort. So maybe next time it would be easier to do so that it isn't as hard for some people that aren't comfortable with direct donation, which is totally understandable again. So again, it is always something that you do whatever you are comfortable with, and if it is just lurking, I appreciate you. Thank you. Any time spent with me just means a whole lot too. Okay. Go directly to Hooty and match the amounts best. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's the idea, because with it being subs, is that I would still only get 50% of the donation. Like, if it were to just solely be subs counting. So, that's how that works. Mm-hmm. How are you doing? Hello, hi Yame, welcome in. Hi, we were just recounting the Donathon, the marathon streams that is happening starting Sunday. So how are you doing today? Welcome in. Happy Friday. But because of the fact that I'm going to be preparing for the marathons streams next week, just a Sunday day and some change away, basically, right? I think less than 48 hours is when the Donathon starts. Yeah. So I'll be prepping meals, I'll be prepping my station, I will be catching up on any chores and things that I know I need to do, so that there's nothing else for me to worry about besides having a good time with everybody. So it's awesome. I'm actually really excited because it's like the last time I did this, it was, even those that didn't see the last subathon, right, or donathon, it was that when we were doing stuff like this, it was truly just to get comfortable again and make sure that I know what I'm doing. I got a lot more comfortable and understood what I was more about, and in a way, it's going to be some of that as well. I'm very excited because it's like there's games I have in store. I have things that I want to start or just do in general. And then there will be other things that, you know, we will be doing together, like, you know, community things as well. So it'll be very, very nice. Yeah, meal prep. I plan to have a lot of chicken and pastas over the week. So, you know, the point is to have fun and reach those goals. It's true. Very exciting. Yeah, pasta's the best. It is. It's very nice and filling. That's why I definitely enjoy. I do enjoy a good pasta. Either that or some gyoza, or, but the thing is, for that, it's like, it's not preparing, because I have like frozen gyoza that I can make in like 20 minutes. So it's like, it's not bad, but it's also like, I just have that pre-purchased as well. I I got groceries earlier today. And so it's like, you know, something where I have that plus meal prepping. I will be totally fine for food, for my caffeine, for my medicine, my elixir, my wonderful, very, very kind to me chat. I will be very good for you guys as well. Mm-hmm. Eating good and taking care of yourself. Then the whole time I will be doing everything within my power to make sure that I'm doing good too. Yeah. Speaking of caffeine, oh my god, is it right? You should check out drinkbleach.com. That is not a joke. That is a real thing. The sponsor or partner of the stream is that it's Gamer Subs. And they just came out with a new flavor as of today. Bleach. As in the anime. So you right now could drink bleach. Awesome. Love that. They are in fact sending me some, and it'll be very cool. There is also possible bonus incentives courtesy of Gamer Subs or the Donathon. So, very exciting there. I talked to my representative over in Gamer Subs and they were like, yeah, we can do something to help, you know, promo. And like, very cool. I think we'll have some stuff involving like codes so that you could spend at the store there. And that's very silly. Mm-hmm. One say we love you, Gamer Subs. I do really enjoy them. They have been very, very sweet to work with. And legitimately, whenever I have seen them in person, they treat me very, very well. Last time I saw them at a con was that they gave me an entire thing of like a swag bag. And I did not at all expect that. And it made me so like, I was just flabbergasted, bro. Where I was like, I didn't even expect anything from this. I just wanted to say hi, that's all. Yeah, funny going around to tell people to drink bleach, exactly. Yeah, if you look at me wrong, I'm just having a nice, you know, energy drink. It's where I get my caffeine, from bleach. God, it must be like a pale white and everything too. Any advice on VTubing stuff? I do actually. Yeah. And in the future, I think that there is a lot to enjoy. But I would say before you go any crazy with it, right? I would say try streaming with some sort of PNG or like a reactive Fugi if you've seen those. It would be something that to see what you enjoy when it comes to streaming and not have the pressure to use it as like ends to a means, if that makes sense. For me, I started this as a hobby, and you might be able to see that it has gotten to a point, it has sustained me. And it is very, very sweet. I did a lot of things wrong in the beginning, but I learned a lot. I think genuinely spending a lot of money so that you feel the pressure to stream is not a good way to do it. Do it because it's fun. Make fun things because you enjoy it. It's like a creative outlet. And then if you really enjoy it and you want to pursue it past that point, I think there's a lot that you can do afterwards, but at least that initial step is to learn what you enjoy. And then I think maybe my major next step is like, what kind of character speaks to you, or like what even feels like a good, there's a lot of ways to do characters, and that's another whole conversation, but it's something that is always so fun to me. People come for your personality and your humor. So if you're pretty IRL, you might have issues. That's crazy. What am I, chopped liver? I said earlier today that I'm good looking. What the fuck? I had to work on that, okay? It's fine. I hear what you mean. I shed might. Okay. At least he's pretty. Yeah, you don't come here for my jokes. That's for sure. I think another thing is the things that I think really work is for a character as a loose thing, right? I legitimately think that if you can really enhance you as a person through your character, I think that helps a lot too, because of how pretty consistently people tell me that I have a nice relaxing voice that, you know, helps them be comfortable around me. It's almost like it's magic, right? So, if you're new here, my name is Hooty Who. I am the night owl with the nice deep voice. And I just like having a good time and talking with everybody. So, it's great. Magic or something. I could say it's a magically deep voice or something of that sort. That feels a little facetious, doesn't it? I don't want to be a braggart about it. I like your jokes. Oh, that's good. I laugh at you all the time. Hey, that's fucked up, actually. Oh boy. Oh my god. They hate me. They hate me. Thrown under the bus. Anything you suggest not talk about? I think, yeah, generally I try to not be somebody that discusses politics, drama, and stuff like that, because of the fact is, like, that just leads to arguing, and I just want to be able to bring a nice, comfortable environment to everybody. That's all. And none of that involves drama of any kind, or, you know, a debate. It's not that you have to avoid it, but it wouldn't be something I would do. I like just talking about the fun things involving, you know, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I read that in Beetle from Wind Waker's voice. Ah, thank you. I love that. But I hope your friend has a wonderful time streaming. Legitimately, I had a lot of jobs that I felt were dead ends, or like, I've talked about how I've worked like, I don't know, like a good nearly 20 different things before I even tried this. A lot of them retail or sales, and some really weird, like, I was at some point a bank teller. Imagine this being the guy that says, hello, what would you like to do? Welcome to the bank. What would you like to do today? And it's not an it's not an automated message machine. Or being a telemarketer being like, hello, I'm here to sell you insurance or something, right? Oh my god. Is it true everyone who works at the bank is high? I don't believe any of my coworkers did drugs, but it was because one, well, I can't say there's maybe one that, I don't know if she was straight-laced. She definitely drank. Yeah, not that I was aware of. There was definitely more drinkers than anything. It was like somebody that would have been like a wine mom, or, and then somebody else that was still going through like a party girl phase, you know? It's like going to clubs on the weekends type of thing. I think salespeople are high majority of the time. That is more accurate. That is more accurate. Nobody wanted to be there at sales. Yeah. Nobody wanted to do this more than just like bare minimum. Is like, hey man, I'm here for like, I got a quota. These things suck. I don't care. That's how it was. And I'm like, I at least try to make sure that if somebody was buying something from me, is that they got a good deal. I don't know. I know for a fact a good amount of teachers that are alcoholics. That is, yeah. Aren't you a teacher? That is a good question. Actually, a good rebuttal. Aren't you? Now, hold a moment. Wait a minute. Looking forward to that drinking stream, I suppose so. Very silly. Soju is good. I've had some good drinks, but it's very rare. So I'd have to either have something nice and sweet, or depending. Yeah. That's what sales lady. Perfume's good, and she straight up said it was drugs. That's a little baffling. I mean, hey, I guess not being an official teacher is the only thing that's stopping them. True. Yeah, the honesty is how you know you're getting a good deal, though, because they're not lying about that. I don't know what they would lie about. It's like, oh man, it's the drugs. What? What do you mean by that? Well, you know. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, man. Oh boy. That's crazy to me. Extracurricular. Oh, but that's still sweet though. Always college. The little that I went to college I was still such a shut-in. I was playing tabletop games and like being a nerd. But that's appealing, right? That's part of my charm, is that I'm like a hot bird boy that has the same nerdy hobbies that I do. You know, oh wow. I can relate to you nerding out because I know that shit. Mm. School teachers, though, they party. Yeah, I could imagine, truly. I could imagine. I had like some interesting teachers for sure. Hands in five? Oh boy. How do I feel? Would I want to go a bit longer? I think today I'll go a little, like half past 2 hours today. So we'll take a tiny break and then we'll keep yapping for a little bit longer. Yeah. So that I'm not overdoing it, but not like a tiny, tiny stream. Yeah. Because I know I have to cook, I have to clean, I have quests that are, you know, unfinished. So things are on the to-do list. You cooking? I think a lot of pasta. A lot of pasta. Meal prepping for next week. Yeah. Will be the reason we met. No, I think for a lot of the time, I'm very much me saying that I'm a night owl isn't just a title. It's truly who I am. It's truly something where even on my good days, I'm staying up at least 2 a.m. consistently. Not trying to some of the time, but it always turns out that way. And that's on a good day. And then, you know, yeah, nighttime is very peaceful. I can do a lot of just like relaxing and not worrying about the world, you know? During the daytime, it's bustling and a little loud, but, you know, do what I can. Yeah, also the only time I'm not melting. It's true. This is nearly triple digits today, I tell you. It's crazy. Temperature's out of control. I might actually have to take a nice cold shower after stream because God knows that I'm still not feeling cooled down. Oh my God. And the world stops and you have a piece of the time. Ah, yeah, the timeline to myself. Daytime made you think of like miraculous Ladybug's intro. Oh, I think I've seen a little bit of Miraculous Ladybugs, like first season, but not a lot of it. Big box of popsicles. I have some Otter Pops. Some, you know, good stuff. The sacred frozen drink, Otter Pop. Love the clip when... Oh no. The daytime, I'm a marionette. And... Oh, that's right. Oh my God. It's truly that I am just not real until the nighttime. It's so real. Used to suck all the flavoring out of those. Yeah, they're like frozen ice with crazy, crazy amounts of syrup flavoring. And they're so tasty. They are terrible for you. But as a little treat, maybe. Maybe something as a little treat. Mm-hmm. It doesn't exist until nighttime. I'm like a gargoyle or something. Mm-hmm. Describing like it was my best friend's ex. Oh my. Oh no. Uh-oh. Bootliggins don't exist until nighttime either. That's true. I don't know how you function, but hopefully it's not like, you know, just wait until I get back. Bootliggins. Those are my little guys. What I call chat. Oh no, I don't know if they heard as the ads were going. Oh no, that's okay. What I was saying is that we'll do the ads and then, you know, have a bit of time. Function weirdly. I'm both daytime bird and nighttime. I more recently have been not a morning person, but I wake up before noon. And that is a new thing for me. I've been reading, like, working on things and, like, getting stuff done at around, like, 10 in the morning, which is insane to me. It's okay. I was saying that if when the ads go, we'll have like a half hour. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine. I accounted for that. What's that strange bird outside? Oh, it's Ethel. Aw, that's cute though. I love that mental image. Mm-hmm. Turning into a morning owl. I don't know if I'll ever be a morning person. I still feel like I'm not quite me until at least about 3, that's for sure. I feel like I'm pretty solid by that point. Doing this outside to cheer everyone up. That's so cute. Imagining a hooligan doing that is such a silly image. I love that. To me, I could imagine just a whole bunch of you guys causing a mess whilst I'm not even real yet. And then at nighttime, when I do apparate, right? That's when you all finally get to show up and say hi. Coffee. I'm not actually a coffee person, but I do like my caffeine. You know? Like your voice. Hello. Hi. Welcome in. Hi, Ray. Hi, Ray. And hello. Welcome in, Kitten. How are you both doing? Happy Friday. Causing a mess whilst I'm not real. Yeah, Hooty is never physical, literally. It's true. Don't know how you end up here. That's okay. As long as you're having a good time while you're here. Today, we've been just yapping about things that'll be happening starting on Sunday. It'll be really nice. I have my soda pop and then also gamer subs. Legitimately is what my caffeine stuff is. What is the magic circle up here if you're not real? Well, it's something where, oh, I feel like it's a little bit of a hyperbolic. I'm still here. It's like I think might be powered by crystals. I've never looked into that. You know, it's hard to explain. Do hooligans just gather together in a jacket? In a way, they might. Maybe that's how you get away with, like, doing normal everyday tasks. is that you go to the convenience store and say, I would like one chocolate bar, and it's just a bunch of hooligans in a trench coat. That would be very silly to see. Hi, how are you doing today, Frida? Welcome in. How are you? Told you should be a VTuber because your voice. I would say it's always interesting to see when people try it out. I'm not exactly the best advice, but I would say if you want to, try it. Try small little streams, see if you enjoy it. Dibs not being the one at the bottom of the hooligan sack. Oh god. What are we doing? We were just catching up today. It's a little bit of a small sort of refresher stream. But if you didn't see earlier, on Sunday, I will be doing a big event, and it is a fundraising donation marathon of streams starting on Sunday. So, it is very much the type of thing where I'm very excited for, everything going forward. Also, if you didn't see, look at these. If you didn't see my my signature here, I think I did a really good signature. Wow. Cute. I do like it. How do you even do Twitch? There's a lot of guides. It's hard to... Whoa! Not that way. That's for sure. Oh, jeez. You tried to cast Levitate and just cut me in twain. My god. It's not even real. The magic's wearing off. Oh no. I'm vanishing. I'm fading away. Half man, half owl. All wizard. Sure. There we go. Meow. Plausible, but I wouldn't say it's quite what I would claim. A little flutter of the wings when he appears. Yeah. I'm glad you like my wings too. It's very, very fun, guys. I love the idea of next week is gonna be just so fun. I can't wait. When it comes to events like this, I don't always feel like I'm super prepared, but knowing that I get to I get to do this and have a good time with everybody, it just means the world to me. So, now you were a crow, but owl does make sense. It's true. I think the dead giveaway is truly my name. But, I don't blame you. Not gonna lie. I'm not exactly the normal owl colors you might associate. I just like magentas and blacks a lot more. What would my name be if I was a crow? That's a good question. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. I've thought about different names, but None enough to fully try to do anything. Kai. That's such a... That's crazy. Thankfully, I'm not a crow. Same brain cell. It's true. The calm man. That's pretty... That's not the worst. Isn't there, like, somebody with crow in their name? I swear I remember there's somebody that's a VTuber with that. It's besides the point. There was another thought I had at some point. What would I be without if I was not an owl? I don't know. Oh, Issa. That's true. Issa Crow. That's true. Because she is a crow. A gnome. A wizard. Oh, that's true. There's Vanta. That's right. But if you didn't know, the reason why we're doing a fundraiser, right, is because I want to make this a reality. This is the design that I have that will become real. And so I am already working with an artist, but the fundraiser is to help make sure that that is plausible and do the rigging and whatever bells and whistles afterwards. Magical librarian. True. I would love to just, you know, vibe in the library. I feel like one of those astronomers, like, libraries with the big old planetary system would be a very pretty scene. Love the hat. Thank you. Thank you. We have a lot of good looks with this, actually. It's not just the hat. I'll show off for those that have not seen, is that there's also a hood. Or, you know, zoom out a bit, you can tell I got those things on. Love that. Very, very cool. Bootliggins in a trench coat. No, I can't just do ladies. Oh my god. That's right, you can use it. Yeah, it's true. Then we have this look without the hood on or a hat on, right? So you can see my hair finally. The little tufts and everything. The horns for a horned owl. That's true. Big ol' rain hat that wizards wear. Actually pretty cool. I like that one. But then, without the jacket, right, is a whole nother look. Well, not a whole nother look, but you know, I think it's vastly different than with the jacket. Gives a silhouette. Have that tome on me. That's true. It's true. Forgot about the hood. I do love the hood. That is a very good look. Oh yeah, my pendant. It's another like sigil of mine. Yeah. I think that's a very fun one. You want to see more details up close. Yeah. But, you know, not to spoil anything. Things are in progress already. Look at these details, guys. Also, this is one of the few times you can actually see my tail feathers as well. That's what you're looking at, right? Not like the definition in my hand or other things. Sure, yeah. Practical shoes for a, a wizard of my caliber. Yeah, so I'm very excited to make this a reality with all of your help. Now, again, this is not a spoil because of the fact that that was something that I'd shown you guys. So the reward on the donathon saying stuff like, anything involving the model at the end, model reveal at the 7K is the illustration from the illustrator that I'm working with. Because again, it's already in progress. Tiered 2, tier 3. It is tier 2, yeah. Could make it more enticing and make it tier 3, but I like the ones that I have where they are. Tier 3 might be a little much if it was anywhere else. Yeah. That's true, that's true. It's a little much, but I mean, I had to make it worthwhile for anybody that did that, yeah. Exactly. Feel like it should be the other way? Maybe. I mean, those that still are tier 3, they would still have the same stuff. So, I guess maybe. The tail feathers, yeah. That's all that emote's about. Yeah. The only other thing that I could think of that would have made sense is maybe showing off my pendant up close. If somebody donated 2K at once, I wouldn't know what to do. Oh no. I really don't know. I'd have to figure it out. I would definitely cry. But hey man, I would do all the things that I would say I put on the goals 100%. I just wouldn't know what to do with myself in that moment. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I don't want anybody to feel like that would be what they have to do. Clearly, anything like that, you gotta make sure that you're safe and taking care of yourself. Okay? You got a 20K lying around like that? You never know. But, if you want to see all the rewards and all the goal on the donathon, right? Let me zoom back out again and show you guys again. This is all of these. Yeah. Any Wheelers? That's crazy to ask out of the blue. Oh my god, that's crazy. You can't be just calling people Wheelers. I feel like that has a negative connotation. I don't know, man. If anything that, like I said, anything that I get from this is genuinely going back into what I'm going to be doing for making stream better and videos and stuff like that. Because that stuff is really important to me. Mm-hmm. Oh man. So if I can, I'll make sure that all of this is, you know, whatever we reach, I'll be doing as best as I can. Legitimately, I'm just excited to hang out and have a good time with everybody. Hell, I mean, I don't know, maybe like extended goals. I have no idea. No idea. I'd have to like, I don't know, maybe different models or something. Can I ask how close we are to fully funding the model? It is that with I've done the first of what would be like a few payments. So to fund the art and then fund the rigging would be to the 7K and be comfortable and make sure that that's like, oh yeah, nothing's even being drawn out of anything forever. That's all just to the model and making it as beautiful as possible. But there's also like, you know, I can try my best to find, you know, I don't want to be somebody that's at my stage. I want to find somebody that's going to be able to rig and do things as perfect as possible. Mm-hmm. Would the wheel still be in use for the donathon? I feel like we'd get several wheel spins. That is a good question. I feel like... That's a hard one. Because last time the wheel was one of the incentives. And I'm not sure. Maybe I can find more things that aren't normally on the wheel. But I could then add those to make it more worth your while. Yeah, a few new spins or things that that I have taken away in the past, or punishments. So I'll look into what I can, but like I said, I want to make sure everything's worth your while. Yeah. Yeah, if we're not in the game. That's true, that's true. I think that legitimately there's a lot of like leeway for how things will work. I'm just excited. Just in general, things will be nice. No matter how much of a goal we get. I think this week will be just a treat to hang out with everybody. I was saying on the post on Twitter is that I think it's just nice that I'll be able to spend a lot of time, you know? I think things will be very, very sweet. Some bean boozled. If I could get it like express delivered, or if I could maybe. I don't know if I could find it in my local stores. That's the thing, unfortunately. Because I'm not exactly in the best, I don't know. I don't have access to the funny stores and stuff like that would have that. Is quality time perhaps a love language for you? You know, it probably is. I'm not gonna lie. spending time with somebody because I would rather somebody be there than be absent, I suppose. Yeah. In general, idea is not to spend too much money during the or before the donathon. That is also true. That is valid as another thought there. That is true. Yeah.
Poof, help the world, it burns.
Oh no. I'm sorry. That's also a heat wave here. DJ, please keep cool. But I appreciate you, DJ, with the 47 months. Thank you. How are you doing today? How are you? The TTS did sound, for some reason, it sounded actually a little exhausted. I wonder what caused that. It might also just be feeling the heat. Oh, will it work with the mods donation? With that, I can't technically give mods VIP, but everything else is plausibly on the table, yeah. And then Cinna's like, this is all you guys. Hey man, valid. If you need to take care of yourself, that is totally understandable. Donating, but enough. No, not enough for that. Mm-hmm. The mods really said they'll sit back and reap the benefits. They help a lot to support, so they'll get their work cut out for them by not having to worry about that part. If legitimately, it's very sweet of them because of how long it'll be this, streams during next week. Oh man. Donate to the mods directly. Well, that sounds like it'd be nice to them, yeah. Finally your turn. It's true. Mm-hmm. Oh no, bro. They're very sweet to me. Legitimately, everybody in this community has... I think the fact that you guys, everybody here has been so very kind to me to a point I feel so very welcome in my own space. It's like I have to say is that in general, just thank you for being here for me, but also being here for all of me, if that makes sense. So it means a whole lot, okay? Just make sure that you're taking care of yourself as well. I'm trying to just trust that you would be willing to just, not do anything that's outside of your comfort. So I will not be expecting anything if it just gets to the first goal and nothing else. At least I get to spend the time with you. Thank you for creating a nice and safe space to exist. I think that's important, yeah. No judgment when it comes to trying to be yourself, and be comfortable. Yeah, please do not donate outside your means. I do appreciate, but again, I will never be asking it of anything that is not comfortable. I've been in situations where my money was tight and I could not afford situations. And I would never, ever wish that on anybody. legitimately, that is something that, you know, a decently serious thing is that legitimately nothing makes me a little more sad than just knowing that somebody wasn't being kind to themselves. You know what I mean? Their life was made worse by a spur of the moment or something of that sort, right? I don't like that. What if we just like ice soup? Oh my god. They hate me. They want me to worry. You want me to be the doting homie that says ice soup? Yeah. It's, you know, water with some ice cubes in it. Ice soup. Yeah. There you go. It's got that chunk of some good crunchy ice as well as the water. Ice soup. Nice for a few weeks, to be honest. It is hot enough. Maybe it is worth, you know, having some ice soup right now. But again, appreciate you guys. No spice, can't afford spice, only ice. Appreciate you. Thank you guys. I think, so that I'm not overdoing it, I will be calling it here though. I do appreciate you. I will be back at the start of the Donathon on Sunday, 3 p.m. PST. Let me get the graphic back up for those that want to see it again. Last moments here. Go rest. Also, hi Renan. Hello. I do apologize if you're, you know, catching us at the very last moment. I do apologize, but here's the big positive, right? Here's the big positive. Next week on Sunday, so it's less than 48 hours, we will be doing a week-long stream, basically. Marathon of streams, not like one content, back to back to back. We'll talk about that, but also, yeah, DM me, Senna, the person that you have recommended. So, he came almost exactly at the right time. So close, but so far. So, it'll be a lot of fun. And trust, I'll make the most out of it. Thank you guys so much for being here. Yeah. Let me see. What is Renico up to? Oh. Good stream. Thank you. Take care, everybody. Let's go say hi to a homie of mine named Renico. He is also a very cool dude. He is somebody that has been streaming for a hot second, kind of enjoying himself. He's dabbling into voice acting. So I think you'll enjoy the stuff that he does. Let's go say hi. But, as always, I appreciate you just for being here. It has been such a tremendous treat to be able to just say hi and be here for and with everyone. Sunday, again, is when we start. So, I'll see you guys for the beginning of the Donathon. We have the things to do and stuff to enjoy. So, see you then. As always, love you guys to bits. Take care of yourself. And good night. Good night.